So I'm here on a job with a bunch of stuff, I should say. I'm going to probably do a series of different videos here, but this one I'm doing because if you look at this particular wall, you'll see that it was done many years ago. That's why it's all yellow, because it was drywalled and never sealed. And what happens is over the years, it turns yellow like this. Drywall does not like to be exposed. It really doesn't. It wants to be sealed up. I've often said, you know, they call it drywall for a reason. It doesn't like to get wet. And if you don't have it sealed, moisture gets in. You can see the moisture lines from this being in a garage. And the moisture gets in, it comes out, it gets in. This is an outside wall, it's a garage, it gets cold, and humidity levels are going up and down, and it turns yellow like this. I had a garage in Roselle on a house that I used to own, and I tried to get this color off of here, and you know, I'm not a painter, guys. I'm a drywall finisher. And what happened was I hit it with kills, but I hit it with the latex kills, the low odor latex kills. It was supposed to be a stain blocker, and all of this just kept bleeding right through. I finally hit it with the oil-based kills and got it to stop, but it wasn't easy. It really wasn't easy. Today, since I'm a little bit smarter and brighter than I used to be, I picked up some guards, and I plan on priming this wall out with guards before I do any taping here whatsoever, so this has a chance to set up and it has a chance to be right before I do anything. And what I'm going to do too, because you can see I have some big holes and gaps, I'm going to use my roll patch. I'm going to put a patch here, I'm going to put a patch here like this, and I have a few other things, because again, this was a garage and it got hit by a few things. But the first thing I wanted to do was to prime this out with guards. You can see where the old stairs were, right? So this color here is not as bad as this, but this really wasn't exposed. The wood was right up against this and it wasn't exposed to the air temperatures. So let me get this thing sealed up, and I don't want to get it all over my hands. So I'm actually going to play doctor today. I'm not just the drywall doctor. I'm going to play doctor today. I'm going to put some latex gloves on because I really don't want this on my hands. I don't like it when I get this stuff on my hands. And I'm going to prime this out before I do anything. So, you know, I don't know if you want to watch me prime this, but I'll do a little bit, and then I'll talk a little bit more, and then I'll edit and upload the video. So the first thing I want to do, really, I've got a roller, and whenever I do priming like this, I just throw this away. I don't try to keep it. But this stuff is really watery, and I don't want to get it on the stairs. I think what happened is they decided to, you know what, no, I'm all set. I think what happened is they decided to finish this after the fact. So they put in these really nice stairs and everything else, and then they're like, you know what, this is really nice. We want to finish this up here. So that's what they did. And so I want to just try to get this wet. Oh, the other thing I needed to do too, before I go any farther, I need to open this window. If you can hear the furnace running down here, the warm air is coming upstairs, but this has got a strong smell to it. And I don't want to trash out their entire garage, the rest of it. So I just want to, and if you see how far this stuff goes, I mean, that was just a little bit on there, and that's all I need. And what it's going to do is it's going to take this paper rough stuff. Hey, I'm a poet and don't even know it. But it's going to take this paper rough and make it hard. That's what it's going to do. And eventually I was told eventually we're going to be doing the entire garage. But as for right now, we're just doing the upstairs of this garage. Okay. And you know what? As I'm doing this series of videos, I will show you if this has worked or not. So keep in touch. Hey, you know what I don't understand is how I get 40, 50,000 views a week, and I only have like 30-some thousand subscribers. How come I don't have 100,000 subscribers yet? I mean, I have noticed that Google, YouTube, I'll have, one day I'll have, let's say, 35,800 subscribers, and then I come back and check it, and I've only got 35,700 subscribers. Like, what happened to that other 100 subscribers? It doesn't make sense to me. So if you've subscribed before, and could you check to make sure that you're still subscribed to my channel? I would love to be able to get to 100,000 subscribers. I just don't know why I haven't yet. My channel's been up there long enough. I think my videos are okay for it. I've seen other people's videos. Granted, I'm a little biased because it's my channel, but I think it's pretty good. I guess maybe if I did stupid stuff, I'd probably get more subscribers, but I try to do things the way I know they're going to work, the way the manufacturer tells us we're supposed to do it. Granted, there are a lot of people out there who have their own ways of doing things, and they think they're right. But if they did them that way, I wouldn't stand behind it. I know one guy the other day sent me a message and asked if he could just use Elmer's glue rather than taping mud to tape the seams. I was like, really? Okay. You can, don't get me wrong. You can do it. I'm sure you can do it. It's going to take you longer. But I don't think Elmer's is going to stand behind it. If you mudded it all in, made it nice and smooth, and it started to peel away from the wall, that's not what their glue was intended for, was drywall finishing. But, all right. So there we have it. I'm going to keep that door open, I'm going to keep that window open. Hot air rises, and it's going out the window to get all of the fumes out of here. I'm very avid about not. I'd show you other things that we're doing down here, but I'm very avid about keeping my clients' privacy on the jobs that I'm working on, and I don't want, unless they give me the okay, I don't want anybody to know where this house is, because it's a client of mine and he doesn't need to know. Nobody needs to know. But there you have it. This is all done. It's ready to tape and touch up and Durabond. Honestly, I'm going to be pre-filling everything. But that's what I like to do when I come across a situation like this. Now, do you have to use guards? No. You can use any other primer. You can use a good primer. I would strongly suggest that your primer is oil-based, not water-based, because it's water that created this problem in the first place. So make sure it's an oil-based primer. I personally would not put a water-based primer on here. Like I said, I've tried it, didn't work. But I do not think they're going to have a problem with this. this is going to finish. It's going to be just fine. I'm not going to have any of this stuff bleeding through. I'm sure of it because it's sealed very well. And none of this darkness is going to bleed through my mud or anything. I do not believe it will. Okay, here I am now. And do you remember, well, actually I'm not saying do you remember, if this is the wall. Let me go get a better light. Let me go get a better light. So I have the better light now. But this is the wall that I put that guards on. Actually, I'm attaching this right to it. But look at what I saw this morning. Little bug crawling up the wall. It's been really cold out, but notice how the staining did not bleed through the mud because I put that guards on here. Had I not put that guards on here, this would be very yellow to very white. So I do believe, hang on, I do believe that this is sealed up really well. You're going to be able to prime this and paint this with pretty much anything you want to prime this and paint it with, because I sealed it with that guards. And I had to do a lot of touch up because this is an old garage wall, old. That's why it's so yellow. This drywall was never sealed and it was been exposed. And like I remember, you saw the steps coming down. Here are the steps that were coming down in the old garage, and they redid this. I just have to sand and detail this now, and it is a garage, but quite honestly, it looks really good. I don't really have to worry about that up there. He says he's going to trim this all out because I can't drywall this because it's something about head height or something like that. And but so all of this is going to be kind of covered in wood. But I thought that was pretty neat. This little bug, I don't know what it is, but it's warm in here. He's got some good heat in here. Otherwise, it's really, I mean, I'm in Chicago and it's winter time. It's very cold. Have a great day. It's going to look good. Hey, if you really like my videos, subscribe. And if you really, really like them, please just share them with somebody else. How do you like my new t-shirts? And you know, you also might want to check out these other videos that are playing right down here right now. So just click on them, all right? Subscribe. Have a great day.